I'm Kaylin. Welcome to Living in the Flow. In this video, Kailani and I, my Catalina macaque, we're going to talk to you about what it means to be in the flow and what to do when you're in a situation where you're really out of the flow. Like maybe a big situation. You're eating candy when you shouldn't be. You're having an affair. It might be the right thing. You might feel like it's the right thing. You might feel like it's not. So in the flow, one of the things that happens is you tend to do what's right for you. When you make the best choices for yourself, you bring yourself more and more into the flow. Interestingly enough, when you choose what's really beneficial for you, you can't help but benefit other people too. The same is true in the opposite way or direction. When you make choices that are detrimental for yourself, you can't help but really be detrimental to others as well. So what happens though when, sometimes you can easily choose that salad instead of an ice cream for dinner. Sometimes you can choose to go for a brisk walk instead of just sitting like a couch potato. But what happens when you are so tempted? What happens when you're like a kid in the candy store, like me with macaroons lately at Whole Foods, or like someone who wants to have an affair, who's so tempted and delighted. Affairs, they happen all of the time. I've had many clients who have dealt with this, and one of the problems is they so want to taste that forbidden fruit kind of thing. What do? How do you stay in the flow? Because you probably can't pass up this fruit, right? This isn't a healthy fruit, but you want it anyway. Well, let me use a metaphor. If you think of life as a stage, kind of like Shakespeare said, and you look at the play of your life, things are always happening. In the play, there are actors, there's a scenario, a scene, the setting, if you will. There's the director and the viewers. You're all of these, and you are more some of these than others. You really, of course, want to be, most of all, the director. If life is happening to you, you might feel like you're the audience. You're watching, and you have no impact, no say on what happens, what you observe, what seems to just befall in your life in the theater. The actors on stage are also you. For example, there might be the you that feels young, younger than you really are, and really wants to go have fun and live a little on the edge and just enjoy life. That version of you, I've had clients who have been married for a long time and they feel like their husbands haven't paid much attention and, things have gotten really so stagnated at home that they want to go on this wild romance. So there's one character on stage that's just stealing the show. Are you the director or are you the audience? And there's two other interesting characters. There's the version of you that knows, am I ruining my life? Am I doing the right thing? Is this person who's like whisking me away, promising a future or not? Is that character having their cake and eating it too? They're going to let me ruin my life, ruin my marriage, and then I'll be on my own when they're done with me. So that's one character. And then there's this other character. And that's the one that you're having the affair with. Is he or she really interested in what's best for you? Is he or she promising, I promise I'm going to leave my other bird for you, I promise, but not really doing it? So we have different parts of the theater going on in your life. Step up, what a good bird. Good bird. And I want you to keep two things in mind. We have an apple theater and an orange theater. Apples and oranges. What? Well, what it is on the one hand, you have your characters. The version of you that's young and wants to live on the edge. The version of you that's your age and is going, am I making the right choice? It makes me mad when he or she says that he'll leave or she'll leave that other person but doesn't. You have those characters. That's your main theater, and that's the one that I suggest you should work with the most. There's this other theater, the apple, if you will, of that person you're having an affair with who's making promises that you don't know whether or not they're going to keep. So let's separate the apples and the oranges. When you focus instead on the theater that you are trying to direct, then you're going to get into a position of power. Why? You can't really control those apples in that other theater down the street. You want to focus on your theater. So in your theater, you've got this runaway character that's like ready to drop everything and fly to Paris, whether that's metaphorical or literal. You have this other character that's like sometimes rears its angry head and like Jekyll and Hyde comes out and says things that are a little, maybe harsher than you would have thought. So what do you do with these two guys? How do you stay the director and not turn into a viewer to whom things happen? Because you don't want things to just happen. You don't want to lose your marriage, lose your lover, and wind up with nothing. You want to be able to make some choices. You need to try to put on that director's cap and make your choices. So, as a director, you really want to look at those characters and treat them, in a way, metaphorically speaking, since I like metaphors, like children. Look at your children and see where it is that they need help from you. Talk to them. Ask that young version that wants romance to tell you about what they want, to talk to you, because sometimes just talking about it shifts things. Ask that young version what they need. Maybe they need love. Maybe they really need to feel accepted, and this lover's making them feel so accepted. Maybe they need approval, and the lover's making them feel like they're the greatest thing since sliced pie and popcorn at the theater. Talking to those aspects of yourself can make all the difference. It can change you not only from a viewer of the theater of your life to more of a director, but it can also put you in contact and help you work with evolving and developing those characters. And isn't that what being in the flow is all about? So, life sometimes brings you macaroons that you can't resist, rose and lychee, and sometimes you just want to eat them. And there's a way to eat them and stay in the flow. Make sure you evolve and develop yourself. Keep your apples and oranges separate, because you should work with both of them. You want to go to both theaters, but your power lies in the theater that you can be the director for. So stay in the flow by focusing on your play. Join me in my next video. Please be sure to subscribe if you love learning about how to keep your life in the flow, so that you can more effortlessly attract and really enjoy all of the riches and all of the great productions that life has to offer you. See you next time.